They blow your head apart. And some of you feel guilty because you did not join in that global meditation. With all respect, it does not matter. Do you realize that when somebody as lovely as it is, as beautiful a thought and action as it is, organizes a worldwide get-together of love, that is wonderful. But do you not see? This is what you should be doing every moment of your day. Not just because it is organized and I must take the time to sit down and do that. You are to become it, to be that love. So, my friends, with all respect to the good intentions that are put out there, and certainly they assist, let go of so much and allow yourselves to get back to being in your garden and planting seeds, to walking along your beaches. Get off that machine. Get off it. Spend a certain amount of time, of course. There is nothing wrong with knowledge. But do not overload your beings so that you are so confused you do not know what is and what is not. Be upon this earth to live your life in joy. And as much as you may find joy here and there on what is known as your YouTubes, etc., or funny little jokes, is it not better, my friends, to bump into one another and share a joke and laugh with another soul, not with a screen? It cannot hear you. I am not knocking this machine because in some ways it is essential to spread the word. It is essential at this time that it is in place. But like all things, be discerning. Take time out. Time yourself. Discipline yourself. There's a lot more I could talk about regarding energies that come from there. And I will say this very briefly. It is a machine, but there are souls who, if you like, Blossom is doing a question mark to me here, are employed to send bad energies through that machine. Now that may sound, it is your truth to find out if it is your truth or not. But that is my truth to tell you that, to keep you dampened down. It is so. And many are not aware. As you protect yourselves, there is a big discussion about whether one needs to protect themselves from negativity, or whether one is simply always in the light and protected just by being a light being. I would say to you, my friends, this is entirely up to the individual. But I personally would say that it can do you no harm to always put that light around you, even before you sit down to that machine. Because there is so much, sadly, so much darkness that wishes to prevail. And my friends, I will not go further on this matter, but you would not and do not understand the levels to which they would take that. And that is all I choose to say. But I will just quickly finish to say that those who are not aware of 10-10-10, yes, they are affected by it. But the difference is that you may say to somebody, oh, you are feeling like that, many are, they are very emotional at the moment, etc., etc. That is because of the 10-10-10. And one soul may say, oh, that is wonderful, that makes sense to me now, at least I know. And another soul will say, what are you talking about? Don't be so ridiculous. That is the only difference, that one will accept it and one will not. But it does not mean it. For what I am saying is that yes, every single soul, whether they, everything that is of life, whether they know of it or not, are affected by these new energies that are coming. Many thanks. And is there another question? Certainly, welcome.
Hi. Can those energies be seen?
For those who didn't hear, the question was, can those energies be seen? Yes, they can. Not by everybody. But Blossom is seeing now, as you have asked that, she is seeing it, words are very inadequate to describe visually sometimes. The word I am giving her is haze, like a haze. Is that all right?
Yes, that's exactly how it's shivering, shaking, kind of air particles or something.
Yes, I saw your face light up
Yes.
as I said that word.
It's a relief that somebody else kind of knows what I'm talking about.
My friends, it depends, and again, this is another thing to think about. Because this lady has seen of that, and perhaps this lady, with all respect, has not. Does that mean that, oh, she's a much nicer soul than you are? Not at all. Do not be disconcerted, is that the word, disconcerted, by thinking, but that person can hear that, that person can see that, that person got told that. I can't be very awake yet if I do not hear, see all this. It is not about that, my friends. It is not a competition. It is not about one being more advanced than the other. Each one is exactly where they are meant to be on their journey at this time. They are not a step ahead or a step behind from where they are meant to be. So do not worry about these things, because some are able, because perhaps that part of their soul is more alert to being able to see the energies. And yet for somebody else, another part of their being is more aware of other things, that person who can see the energies can feel nothing whatsoever about. So do not worry about that. But yes, and also I am saying to Blossom, she is saying that it can also be seen as, and the word I want to give her is sparkles.
Yes.
That is what it is, literally, and that is what it is. It is of these new energies that are coming in, and yes, they can be seen, but more so, my friends, they can be felt. And that is for sure. Another question, if I may. Certainly.
With the digital camera, we take some photo, record orbs. Is a spirit or what is it?
Of the light, the gentleman has talked about digital cameras. And as many of you are probably aware now, of the light orbs that can be seen on these photographs. These, I would call them, are, I was to say energies, and just before that I came in to say are spirit energies. But I would also, Blossom is wondering why she's feeling a little funny about me saying that word spirit energies, because I would say that some are, and some are of other energies. It does not have to be that they are simply, with all respect, the grandmother of Mr. Rick, and that particular light orb that may be behind his right ear as we speak, that may be of the soul energy, the energy of the soul that was once his grandmother upon this earth plane. That can happen, and many people, it is proven, can actually see faces within sight of these orbs. But also, they can be seen purely as light, little lights. And these can be, Blossom is aware of a picture they had of where her husband, Mr. Goody, keeps a horse. And there in that field, when they put it on the computer, was lights, fairy lights. And that is what they were. They were nature spirits, lights of nature spirits all throughout the field. They can also be simply an energy of light. It does not have to belong necessarily to a particular soul that once was. It might belong to a soul that is going to be. But there are many, many different aspects towards these balls of light. And they vary greatly in size, and brightness, and color, and numbers. It can be that perhaps if one was to take a photograph now, or not, that the whole of this room would be filled with orbs. Because there are many from other realms that also like to be in the company of light souls. Some come to learn, and some just choose to be here to give their love and help raise the energy for this night. And I have just shown, excuse me pointing, I have just shown to Blossom and that of a vast orb. And to say that in your days ahead, these will be regular occurrences. Vast orbs of light. And Blossom is catching her breath a little, because these orbs of light, these vast orbs of light, will be giving energy to you. They will be sending, it is their job to send light energy to your beings, out onto your planet. And I say there is no mistakes when these appear. I am laughing with Blossom to say they will not be a balloon. Many of you may know these days that lights in the sky are appearing all over. And I say from my heart, in my truth, these are not, for the record, these are not balloons.